All right, here's our problem set. All right, so we need to make sure that our name is on the top as usual. I forgot to put mine on, so I'm going to do that right now. And it's 4/13/21. Okay, so we're going to use a protractor to measure the angles and then record the measurements in degrees, okay? So we have 1, A, B, C, and D. Okay, so now when we're measuring the angles, you see the angle arc? That's the angle that we're measuring, okay? Now the first two angles I see here, they're like facing in opposite directions, right? Don't they look like they're like going this way, like the alligators, like greater than and less than signs? They do, all right? So that's okay, you can use both sides of your protractor. Now when I look at these angles though, and I look at the size of my protractor, I'm noticing that there's a big difference between those, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna have to get creative with how I'm going to measure these angles, and you might need to as well, all right? So your protractors are smaller than mine, but I feel like this is a really small angle. So to measure this angle the correct way, we first need to extend the sides, okay? So I'm gonna take the flat part of my protractor and use it as a straight edge, okay? So I'm gonna put it right here, get it lined up. See how I'm lining up this edge right here, okay? And I'm gonna, just actually trace this whole line and extend it out, just like that. Okay, so I can see that I extended my line. See how that works? Pretty cool, right? Yeah. So now I'm gonna do the same with the bottom one. So in order to do this the right way, I'm going to actually turn my paper, okay? I'm right-handed, so I'm turning it this way. And I find it best so when I can see the line, like just like this. Now I don't put it exactly on the line to trace it out. I pull it off the line a little bit because the tip of my pencil isn't like a perfect point. All right, I'm gonna place it on the line and then move my straight edge into my pencil. You see how that is? I place my pencil on the line, wherever I think it should be, then I move my straight edge in so it touches my pencil. All right, and then I line it up nice and neat with the line. And now I've got a nice straight line, okay? There we go. Now we see here that I'm close, but I gotta get this top one a little further, don't I? Yeah. So this will probably be big enough for you, but for me, not quite. I'm probably gonna have to go out into the edges of it all. So put my pencil on the line, move my straight edge in, line my straight edge up with the line, and get it going longer. Okay, there we go. So I need to measure this degrees and angle. So take your I have a little hole there that I get my vertex in. You have a little like plus sign there, okay? Line these up. Get these right. Good. All right. So I'm gonna count up my little measurements here. I see that there's 30. It lands between 30 and 40. All right, can you see that? I don't think so. Get that so you can see that a little bit better. Mine lands between 30 and 40. And I'm noticing that it's 35. It's one more tick up from 35, so I'd say this is like 36 degrees. So I got 36 degrees, and that's how I'd write that down, just like that, okay? Zoom back out again so you can see it. Great. Now this one, okay, you notice that it's going the opposite way, so I'm gonna use the other side of my protractor. But first, what do we need to do? Extend the line to your right. So get that done. Let's do extend your lines. Use your straight edge, which is the opposite side of your protractor. Put my pencil on the line first, bring my protractor into my pencil, make sure everything's even, and then extend that line out. Now, of course, I'm going way over the edge here. You don't have to go that far because you have smaller protractors than I do. Do it this way, and straight out. There. Good. So those angles look very similar, maybe the same. I don't know. Let's check it out. Okay, so let me zoom in a little bit. Just like that. Put my protractor down on the table. Line up the point there. Get this nice and straight. Look through. Man, yeah, look. I know this is an acute angle, right? I'm measuring this way because this would be 0 and it's coming up this way. And again, I get right to 36 degrees. And that looks just about right. So they're just going in opposite directions. They're 36 degrees. Okay? All right. Now down here, I see these two, the C and D. This looks like a right angle to me. But let's check it out. Let's extend those angles, those sides. Right, put my pencil on the line, bring my protractor into my pencil, and extend that line up. Good. Turn my paper, put my pencil on the line, bring my protractor into my pencil, and then straight out, just like that, okay? Made a nice big angle now, okay? Super. Get my protractor ready. Put it right down, and what do I see? I see, that's a right angle. It's right at 90. Yeah, it's 90 degrees. I'm gonna check with my right angle tool as well. 90 degrees, a right angle. And yeah, that's a perfect right angle. Good. This one here, let's check that out. I'm gonna turn it this way. See how I gotta get a flat edge? I'm gonna check that out. So let's extend these lines. Put my pencil on the line, bring my protractor into my pencil, make sure my protractor is lined up with my line, and then extend, just like that. Same thing with this one, this bottom line. Put my pencil on the line, bring my protractor in, and extend. There. Okay, now I got a nice angle I can measure. Okay, so what I like to do is choose. I'm gonna choose this as my bottom line. So I tilted my whole paper, take my protractor, you're gonna line this vertice up right with the cross that you have right here, the little plus sign. Put it right there in the middle. Get this out, and guess what I see? Do you see the same thing I do? Yep, 90 degrees. Yeah, it came out to 90 degrees, that's right. I'm gonna check with my right angle tool just to be sure. Yeah, that's right on, that's 90 degrees. All right, cool, let's turn the page, see how it's going. It's kind of fun using these things, I think. I've always liked it. All right, now you got this whole page here, okay? So, what I'm gonna have you do is you're going to use your protractor, okay? You're going to practice doing these angles while your teacher walks around the room and checks it out. Now, when you're ready, you're gonna pause this video while you're doing that, teachers, and then when you come back, I'll have all the measurements written in here for you so you can check your answers with mine, okay? So, teachers, why don't we pause now and have the kids give this page a try, all right? Put the timer on maybe for 10 minutes or so and see how it goes, okay? So hit pause, and when you're ready, play this video and we'll go over the answers. See you in a bit. All right, how'd it go? Hopefully it went okay. So let's check out E and F. All right, the measurement I got for E was 36 degrees. Seems like a pretty popular measurement today. I got 155 degrees for F, okay? You should be, if you're doing your measurements, you might be a little bit higher, a little bit lower than that, but you should be within 5 degrees of 155 degrees. Like if you get 158 or 154 or 153, you're right. You're close enough, all right? Sometimes with these little protractors, it can be tough, okay? So you want to be within 5 degrees, all right? And G, 155 degrees again. H was a perfect 90. Also checked it with my right angle tool and found out, yep, it's 90 degrees. Okay, and then the bottom, 90 degree angle, but it's just going the other direction. And this one was 150 degrees. Okay, good. All right, so now to finish up, let's take a look at the back page. And the back page says use 3 different size protractors to make the angle. So we don't have 3 different size protractors, so we're not doing that, okay? That or that. All right, so we're gonna use our protractor to measure these angles here, okay? So let's do this protractor to measure this angle. So I'm going to take your protractor and we're going to measure that angle. I'm going to put it right there in the middle. And what do you notice? It's a flat out straight line, isn't it? It's a straight angle, we call that. And how many degrees is a straight angle? Do you remember? Take a look. Look at that. There it is right there. It's 180 degrees. All right, now this angle is the same. Actually, this angle is not the same. This angle is a little bit different. This one is nice. So what I want to do is I'm going to extend these lines out. And measure it again. And guess what? It's still the same. Now this, let me get this lined up. Put a pencil down, and then extend that line. Put my pencil down, bring my protractor in. There, okay. Let's see what I end up with. I'm gonna use this side to line up with 0. Right there, wow, look at that. It looked almost like a flat line, but it's 2 degrees. 2. 2 degrees. And guess what? 2 degrees, no matter how long that line is, that angle is still 2 degrees. Not 2 degrees. It's 178 degrees. It's opposite of that. Let me check that again. It's 178 degrees. Remember, I'm going this way. See, even I make mistakes here. There's 178, 75, 76, 77, 78. 178 degrees. Man, just shy of that. All right, well, that's our lesson for today. And tomorrow we're going to do some more work with our protractors, okay? So remember, these aren't tools. You shouldn't be spinning them around or flipping them or pretending they're Frisbees or anything. Take care of them, okay? All right, kids, have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.